Okay, we're doing a Category 3 review for the Staar test. Okay, you could read the text up here. Basically, we're going to find the domain and range of these and divide them with inequalities. Okay, so Bubba Bob has $60 to ride rides at the fair. Each ride requires 6 tickets. Each ticket is 50 cents. The amount of money left is a function of the number of tickets. What is the domain and the range of the problem? Okay, so the key right here is function of. And down here you need to write y is a function of x. Okay, so y is a function of x. So in front of function of we have money. This is going to be our y, which will be our range wanted. And after function of we have the number of tickets. Tickets will be our x. So our domain will be the number of tickets. And our range, money, would be the money. Okay, so our domain, let's see, we got to figure out how many tickets we can buy, right? We're going to start off at 0 tickets, and 50 cents goes into $60 120 times. So we can buy from 0 to 120 tickets. And to define it with an inequality, you use less than or equals. So you put your smallest domain on the left, your largest domain on the right, you put inequalities. X can be any number between 0 and 120. Now then, let's look at the money. The money, we start off with $60 and we're going to work down to 0, aren't we? So the domain would go from $0 to $60 and you would use less than or equals. So the domain, or the amount of money, is going to go from 0 to 60. Actually, it's going to start at 60 and work to 0. But you use the 0 on the left and the 60 on the right. Small to big, and you put less than or equal symbols. And then this is a discrete or continuous function. He is going to buy each ticket in terms of 50 cents. Okay, so if we had an XY axis, the amount of money he had would be graphed with dots with it. He's not going to spend 10 cents. So he's going to spend 50 cents every time. This would be a discrete function because the amount of money he has is not dropping constantly. Okay, let's go to number 2. Jiminy John burns 100 calories for every 5 minutes he jogs. Oh. The number of calories burned depends on, this is the word right here, depends on is the same as function of the minutes jogged. What is the domain and range of the function? So what's in front of domain? The calories. That's going to be y. What's after depends on? The number of minutes, x. So our domain is our x, or the number of minutes. Okay, and the range is going to be the calories. Okay, now then we're going to start this graph. If we were to graph it, it would start at 0, 0 and just go up with it. So the number of minutes he jogs increases the calories. It's going to do this. It's going to start at the origin, or 0, 0. And it doesn't say how long he jogs. So we're going to go to infinity. This graph would just keep going up and up and up. So we put our smallest number on the left, the largest number on the right, and we put less than symbols in. Now then, this graph right here would be a continuous function because he's continuously burning calories. So this would be continuous. Okay, right here, Lucy Claire has 20 caramels. I love caramels. She plans on eating 2 caramels each day at lunch. And remember, it's caramel. There's an A in the middle. The number of caramels is a function of the number of lunches. Right here is the function of. So what's in front of functions? The number of caramels. That's going to be our y. What's after functions? The number of lunches. That's our x. Okay, so our x, or our domain, is the number of lunches. And our range is the number of caramels. Okay, and we're going to start off at 0 lunches, right? And she has 20 caramels, and she's eating 2 caramels each day at lunch. Okay, so 2 goes into 20 10 times, right? So at 10 days, she will run out of caramels. So our domain can be from 0 to 10. The number of caramels is going to max out at 20. That's what you start with. And she's going to eat 2 every day until she gets to 0. So the number of caramels will be 0 to 20 with it. So our domain's between 0 and 10, and our range is between 0 and 20. And this right here is the number of caramels, right? it would be just a dot for the number of caramels going down with it. So this would be a discrete function. It would not be continuous with it.